Alright, so we have gotten a few cucumbers from the garden so far, and so I want to start making some refrigerator pickles. I have a recipe on a recipe card for my grandma, and I loved eating them as a kid, so I kind of wanted to make them for myself and for Carson as a first time. Of course, right here was the time my mic decided to die, so what I'm explaining is that you need an ice cream pail. Obviously, we don't have a preference as I chose a Halloween one. And then in my boiling mixture, I'm bringing to a boil 1 quart of apple cider vinegar, 3 quarts of water, and 1 cup of kosher salt. Initially, what I'm saying here is that our plan was to fill the bucket partially because I expected not to have enough cucumbers to fill the entire thing. And then the plan was to just continuously add cucumbers as we were able to harvest them in the garden. By the end of this video, you will be able to see that I was able to pick enough cucumbers to fill the entire bucket. Now for the ingredients in this recipe, I have my hot mixture, my cucumbers, garlic cloves, dill, which I will pick later in the garden, and then also I decided to add some mustard seeds even though it wasn't on the recipe. Now for this point in the video, I'm deciding what to do with the cucumbers. The one that I had in my hand I decided to keep whole, and the rest of the cucumbers I am going to form into pickle chips. Here as I'm adding these last few cucumbers, you can tell that it's kind of one solid base layer. And on the recipe card it says to add about 4 cloves of garlic per layer of pickles. Because I am kind of experimenting with this, I might go a little bit over, might go a little bit under. I'm just kind of using up what I have in front of me. Now at this point, I'm finishing cutting up the cucumbers. I have turned off the boiling mixture just to let it sit, and I'm going to go run out to the garden and grab some fresh dill and see if I can find some more cucumbers that are ready to harvest and add to this bucket. I was able to find 3 cucumbers that were a decent size to harvest, and I've got a whole bunch of dill. So what I'm going to do is take the dill and put it on top of the cucumbers that I already have halfway in the bucket, just to make sure that it's even throughout. And I'm going to continue cutting up my cucumbers and adding them on top. And here at this point, I realized I had not added any mustard seeds in yet, so I'm just going to go ahead and sprinkle some on there, not measuring, just eyeballing it. And now that I have the rest of my cucumbers in my bucket, I'm just going to top the rest of it off with all of my dill and the remaining garlic. Now I'm just going to go ahead and ladle the hot mixture onto the pickles. I'm going to fill it all the way to the top of the bucket and then store the extra brine in a mason jar in the fridge for future pickles. And now that I have filled the bucket to the top, I'm just going to set these to the side because they're much too hot to go into the fridge. And I will also let the mason jar full of extra brine sit on the counter for a little bit as well. Thanks for watching.